right?
Coach. We'll play the game that we got like 10 people. Yeah.
Yeah, anyone from the audience? We'll take questions from the audience first. First, welcome to South Dakota.
Thank you.
First initial impressions of the Pentagon as you're walking in.
Well, really impressed with the facility. We were fortunate enough last night to be able to come in and get some shots on one of the 6 alternate courts, which is quite impressive. Really have enjoyed walking around, seeing things, and it's been great.
Great. You're taking on an Arizona team coming off a Final Four national championship game. What is it like to have this early test so far in the earliest season?
Yeah, it's our first game of the year, so we're excited to get things going. It's going to be nice to play against somebody besides ourselves, like we have in practice for these last few months, and just for our players to be able to get an evaluation of where they are and where we are. Arizona is a very, very talented team. We're similar in a lot of ways in the fact that we both graduated All-American point guards. And then we both had some transfers that we were able to get that I think are going to play big parts of both our programs. So it's going to be a good early season test. There's no question about it. And I think both teams will be much better in 2 months, in 3 months than what you're going to see tonight. But overall, it's a great opportunity. It's a great game for women's basketball. And we appreciate the hospitality that we've received here.
You've got a hometown kid in Sydney Shetland coming back. What's that like for her to be able to play in her hometown on a court where she won a state high school championship in last spring?
No, it's great for her. I mean, when we arrived and we were going on the bus and going through the airport, her family was out there with signs to welcome her, and we stopped, allowed her to get off the bus and go see family, and that's really what it's all about. Anytime you get the opportunity to get back to someone's hometown, we try and do it. And this just worked out perfect that, boom, as a freshman, we're able to get back here to Sioux Falls for her to be able to play in front of friends and family. So really excited for that. And then we've got a few more of these ball games like this in the next month where we'll get other players back home close to family.
Last question. How much of the second game are you going to stick around and watch?
Well, I don't think we'll stay for much. I enjoy the weather. I brought my swim trunks, was hoping to be able to go out to the outdoor pool this afternoon after the game and get a few laps in. But unfortunately, I'm not sure I'll be able to break through the ice. So once our game's over, I think we'll get things together. We'll stay for whatever we can. And then we've got a flight home tonight.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, that's fine.
No, there's the success of our program comes from the continuity of our staff. I mean, Steph's been here for 15 years, all 15 with me now. Adrian Johnson, who's not on the coaching staff, though, but she's on staff, has been with me the entire time also. She was actually here a year before I got here. And then Sam's going on year 9. JP's going on year 3. I say it all the time. We're very fortunate. I'm fortunate. I've never lost an assistant coach to go be an assistant coach someplace else. They've never made a lateral move. I've had them go on to be head coaches. And a lot of that, I think, is because of not only the success that we have, but the environment that we get to play in at home. When you're a coach and you get the opportunity to play home games and you're getting 8, 10, 12,000 for a game, it's just as exciting as it is for the players, for us. So I think that's a big part of it, our success, and then the success coaches have had that have moved on from here. So we're going to continue to hopefully be able to keep the staff because it has a huge impact on what we're doing. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how Chelsea, Peyton, Emily, Sid, all of our new ones do. It's a different environment. We have two transfers that came in to where now they're part of a program where you've got the bullseye on your back. Everybody's coming after you, and that's going to be new for them. They played for very good programs, but this is the next step. So I'm really interested to see how they handle that, and then for our returning players, just how they're able to help get us going. I mean, it's one of those first game. Everybody's going to be going 100 miles an hour. We've just got to be able to make sure that we can keep things, just calm for the first 4 or 5 minutes to allow us to get into the flow of a game. So it's great. It's one of these where, again, both these teams are going to be a lot different in 2 months than what you're going to see in today's game. But it is a good measuring stick for us to be able to go, okay, how are we at the offensive end? How are we at the defensive end? Are we executing? Are we doing the things that we've worked on for the past two months? Now it's always different when you finally get a chance to go against somebody beside yourself, beside your practice players, beside your own team. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Got Eric Crawford just joined.
Yeah, Jeff, you're and you may have already answered this. I'm sorry, it took me a minute to get the thing set up. You start pretty much here in the deep end, and do you like this kind of a challenge right away with a really good team? You can go both ways, but you tend to pick these out when you can for your teams.
Yeah, we're excited about it, Eric. We're definitely jumping into the deep end, as you said. There's no question about that. We didn't have a game or two before to just try and get things going, and which is fine with me. I mean, I could have scheduled one, but this worked out. I thought the best for us in our schedule. Our players know it. We return everyone except for Dana, so I've got a pretty experienced group that's played in big games before. And now we'll be adding Chelsea and Emily in that mix, and then Peyton and Sid. So we've got, at least a really good core back. And then you've got, even Chelsea and Emily have played in big games. I mean, Chelsea played in the SEC against great competition. So I'm not expecting her to be rattled by the moment. And then Chelsea, obviously coming in from Syracuse, played in the same league that we played in. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see where we are, but at the same time, I know that there's going to be a lot of growth from now until February or January.
Is there any substitute for a game like this for finding out where you are? I mean, you can watch them practice and you can play exhibitions. Is this kind of the best teacher for you as far as that goes?
Yes, it is. It sure is. There's no question about that. I mean, we are going to find out, are we willing to put a body on somebody and box out? Can we take care of the basketball? Are we going to move without the ball? When things go south, are we going to be able to keep our composure and not allow a 1 or 2 possession, bad series turn into a 4 or 5 minute? So I think those are the growing and learning experiences that you look forward to, and we're going to find out against a great basketball team.
All set?
Good.
Perfect.
I appreciate everybody.
Thanks, Coach.
Now that I was going to post
Okay.
we should have quite a few.
Okay, awesome.
This will take about 30 minutes or so for us to upload it to YouTube, but when that's set, I'll send that to you. And especially for Eric, who just jumped on late, so you can get the last ones. That's how we do it. Sometimes kind of who's up. We're flexible. It's whatever you guys. Perfect. Thanks, Nick. Nice to meet you. Yep. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We had last year was crazy. We had kind of a similar thing. We had a huge women's event and a huge men's event back to back. No fans, so it was a little different. But
It's still weird to not even though we were there.
yeah, yep.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Yep.
Is family coming? It's 3 hours away or longer?
No, it's like 6.
That's 6.
Yeah.
That's cool. You have a lot of people?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this won't take too long. First, Coach Barnes, first impressions of the Pentagon.
It's beautiful. It has so many courts too. Like, what is it, 6 or 9 courts?
12.
Oh, 12. Wow. That's awesome. But no, it's a beautiful facility. It's really intimate. It reminds me of like an old school facility. So I think it's going to be a great environment for women's basketball, for some good women's basketball.
Yeah, fantastic. Playing Louisville, why did you want to schedule this game early in the season? Have such a incredible test against a great team.
I think that's the fun thing about just playing in a non-conference. I think we're at the level that we feel like we need to be challenged, and I thought this is a great opportunity early to see where we're at, what we need to work on, what we do well, what we don't do well, and against a really good team. And it just prepares you for Pac-12 play. It prepares us for the tournament, and it's a really good team with a lot of similar characteristics. So I think it's going to be fun.
How exciting is it for Lauren to play back in her home area?
That was another reason why I considered it, because I knew that her family wasn't far away. I thought it was 3 or 4 hours. I didn't realize it was 6, but just in her region, all those things come into play. I think whenever you can take a kid home, it's important, and especially someone like Lauren. So, we're not used to. We come from the desert, so we're not used to the snow and stuff. Lauren is, but we're all freezing. But it's a great experience for our student athletes that have never seen this. We have a kid from Spain that's probably never been anywhere it snows ever. So I think good and great for Lauren's family to be able to come.
Lauren, what is this like for you to be back in the Dakotas?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, just being able to have my family come down. They don't get to come down very often to come watch me play, so it's nice. I have some old coaches and old friends coming down, so it's just going to be fun to play in front of them.
And for you, just from a challenge, matchup standpoint, talk about the game against Louisville and what that means to play such a great team early in the season.
Yeah, anytime we get a chance to play like a really good team, it's good for us just kind of see where we're at, especially this early in the season. I think it's going to be good for us kind of as a new team. We have a lot of new people on the team, so just kind of see how we play together in tough situations against a good team, so it'll be good.
And you've played here before.
Yeah.
Does that, I don't know, do teammates have questions about what kind of, I'm coming to South Dakota?
I don't think even some realize how close she is. I don't think some know that.
No, yeah. They were like, what am I going to expect when I come here? I'm like, you're not. I don't even know what to tell
freeze.
you. Yeah, cold weather.
Perfect. That's all we need. Thank you so much.
You.
Good luck today.
Thanks. Yeah, does some even know how